What's up, traders? It's Jeffrey Benson right here representing FirePip. Here's a place where forex traders come to get inspired. Now, I'm super excited to bring you this brand new episode because it's way inspiring. That's because we are bringing forex traders to come and share their trading strategies that have been making them lots of money over the years and months. So I've talked about my trading strategy. Just in case you want to check out that video, check this link right here to check out my winning strategy. Okay, furthermore, and in today's video, we're going to be bringing them one after the other. And this video is made possible by my sponsor. So shout out to IC Market. IC Market is a broker that allow you to fund and also to trade. They have tightest spread in the industry. They are also regulated by ASIC, CYSCC, and a lot of other regulatory bodies. All right, so the reason why I'm recommending IC Market is not just because it is sponsored by them, that's because that is what I use. So for those who have been subscribed, know that that's what I use, all right? So if you're not subscribed yet, do what to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and share this video with friends and loved ones, and also comment in the comment section. So how do you qualify for this my giveaway if you sign up with my IC Market? So number one thing is you have to go to the description box, use the link in the description box. It is a must, all right? So when you sign up with the link in the description box, and to fund minimum of $200 and above, and you can go about your normal daily tradings, the most active trader of the month will be rewarded with $150 and $100. So like that, I do that consistently. So for the rest of this year, so do well to make sure you sign up right now. So let's head to the video of today.
Hello everyone, my name is Mary Irike. I'm a forex trader, a fashion designer, and entrepreneur. I think I've heard about forex, like that was 2016, but I didn't put much interest on it. But I actually put interest on cryptocurrency. So, but I started trading. That was last year. Late last year. That was when I not put much interest on forex trading. I won't say that I'm profitable yet. I won't say I'm a professional yet. But I would say I'm a learner because we learn every day. Forex is not a day job, it's a lifetime skill. So you keep learning every day. You keep learning every day. But sometimes I lose, sometimes I make profit. That is it. Most traders they normally focus on technical, and it's good. No doubt about that. But I actually believe in fundamental analysis. Although it takes time to master the fundamental side of forex, but it's really worth it. Once you master the fundamental side of it, it's superb, and you can start making tremendous profit from it. But you just have to be patient to learn the fundamental. Okay, I use the Forex Factory, or I use my FS book. That is actually what I use. So I get daily news on my FS book. Once any news come up, I normally trade US dollar. So I look at the unemployment rate in US. I look at the interest rate, the consumer price index, all those sort of things. And once any news come up, I just wait. If I go to the chart, yeah, like yesterday, the Fed actually did the news, and yeah, I knew that the news would be massive. The news came around this area. At that point, I waited for the candlestick to appear. The first candlestick. You don't have to trade. See, in forex, you don't have to be fast to move into the market. If you are fast into the market, you also rush out fast. So you wait for the first candlestick. If the first candlestick appear right here, if the first candlestick appear, I marked out my zone from here to here. So before the news started, I said, okay, if the news appear, either the news is going to take the market up or it's going to draw it down. So that is one thing about news. During the news, you don't trade, so you wait for the news to know whether the inflation rate is going to go up or is going to come down. So when any currency that you're trading, like US dollar, if you're trading on US dollar and you notice that they actually increase the interest rate or the inflation rate, that is to show you that the market is definitely going to shoot up. And that is why this money, US dollar is actually so high that it's pulling other currencies down. So if the news is telling that the inflation rate is going up, that is to show you that the US dollar is definitely going up, and enough like investors are coming into the market. And when investors are putting money into the market, it boosts the economy of the nation. So that is to say that it will go up. So from here, I marked out my zone here. to this level. I waited for the news because I know either the news affect it back to this side or it shoot it up. And I was quite right. The news actually draw it down. You can see it from here that throughout today it's been going down, and it's been going down till next week. The most important thing in my strategy is actually news. News is it. Okay. I actually risk 2% of my capital. That is what I do. I don't risk more than that because I compound. I like compounding myself. I don't over risk. Trader Nick or Nick Sayeke. Okay, my advice to people that want to use my type of strategy, you have to be patient. That is number one. You don't rush when you're using fundamental. You have to know when a news is going up. Wait for the news to finish and wait for the candlestick in the chart to appear first. When the first candlestick form before you put your trade, because it actually show you where the trade is going, where the chart is actually going before you place any trade. Just wait for the news. Be patient enough to wait. That is the key one. My favorite trading quote is, if trading is easy, everyone will be trading. And if trading isn't easy, you learn the skill. Yeah, when I started off trading, I actually had little capital. So my friends were telling me, "You, Mary, what are you doing? You are actually good in fashion. So why are you jumping to another profession?" I said, "No, I learned that you can't actually fit from one income. You have to have at least a minimum of 7 streams of income, or at least 4 streams of income, for you to see yourself starting yourself as a millionaire or even an advanced millionaire." So that is just it. That is what pushed me. And the people I follow, I started watching people, and it actually changed my mindset, my psychology about forex. Although people didn't like it that much, my friends didn't advise me that much. They actually discouraged me. They said I shouldn't go into it. I'll lose a lot of money. It's gambling. But I don't see it that way. It's only gambling if you don't know what you are doing. If you know the skill and learn it well, you actually be profitable in it.
My name is Williams Joseph. Actually, I heard of Forex back then in 2019. When a friend told me, I was actually thinking it was a scam, actually, so I overlooked it. And later that same year, like about after 3 months, I got to know about Forex and I gave it a try. So literally I started Forex 2019, but learning and all that, I wasn't really profitable until the beginning of this year. So I got really consistent in Forex this year. I would say it took me a span of 1 year because the first 6 months was learning actually, and the next 6 months I actually blew 2 to 3 accounts. Then I wasn't really consistent, so I'd say it took me a span of 1 year. Actually, I'm a technical trader. I trade on charts, patterns, and candlestick patterns. I use technical analysis, which is support resistance, and also I use the trend lines. I mark my zones, where to the troughs and the peaks of the markets. Okay, so for starters, this is where I would have taken the trade. Let me mark the zones. Okay, so this is the high. You can see it's marked already. This is the highs, and also this place here, which is 1.487, and also this place. Now the reason why I mark these levels are when you see either a reversals in that areas, and you see that price has reacted to that place more than 2 times, so that place becomes automatically a zone. So you can see this place, price reacted there, here also, here, like more than 4 times. So we mark that place as a zone, which means when price gets to that area or that particular area, there's a potential reversal or continuation from that place. So and also this is where I mark my trend line. A trend line means a point where two is a point where 2 or more activities has taken place. It's a point where 2 more activities has taken place. Now look at this place. Why I mark this trend line is because look at this place, 1, 2. So you can see price tested this trend line and it went down, and tested the trend line and it went down. Now this is a potential entry for someone that wants to take a short position. Most of my way of entry, a trade, I also look at candlestick pattern. That cannot be underemphasized. You have to look what the candlestick are telling you. Now look at this. Like I say, if you want to take a short position on this, now it has gotten to my trend line. That is number one confluence. Number two confluence, there's a resistance zone I've drawn here already. I was expecting price to react to this place. How can I know what price is reacting to? Yeah, the candlestick that tells us what should happen. And now I enter, either I see a bearish engulfing candle here, or an invert or a hammer candlestick. So those are the two things I look for: either a bearish engulfing or a hammer here. Yes. So this is a zone, and now you can see that the first candlestick is a bearish candle, and the second one is also a bearish candle, and the third one also is a bearish candle. And now I'll be looking for a sell opportunity from this place. I'm looking for a sell opportunity from this place. And now when price goes below this the trend line, I make sure I take a sell. I want to take a sell. I make sure that my stop loss is maybe above this place, 20 or 25 pips stop loss, and my target should be 40 pips for take profit 1 and 70 pips for take profit 2. The most important thing in my strategy are firstly my zones. I don't take any trades except price comes to my zone, and secondly I look for the candlestick patterns. To me, I believe the market talks to us through the candlestick, and it depends on what I sell on the candlestick that will make me make my trade or my entry a valid one. Personally, for my kind of strategy, most of the trades are rather snapper entry, so I use risk 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, which is if I should risk 30 pips, my potential profit or reward should be about 60 pips, 90 pips. So I stick to 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Firstly, I'd say that I learned Forex basically from my mentor, which is called Emmanuel. His name is Emmanuel actually. He's not really a famous person, Emmanuel. And then I also learned one other strategy from Jeffrey Benson. It's actually very psychological level strategy, and it actually has been one of my conferences also whenever I trade. Since we know there's no holy grail in a particular strategy to use, I'd say you stick to risk management. My favorite trading quotes, I would say success comes to those who are really seeking for it, because to me I believe success is an hidden treasure, because no one is born being successful. You actually need to work towards it. And you want to succeed in Forex, you want to survive in Forex, stick to risk management. For starters, when I was actually the onset, people think you're wasting time because it's not really popular or famous within this part of the country or this part of the world. People don't really know much about Forex. They think you're wasting your time, or you think you're doing something that is not really beneficial. But I'll say this is one of the things that you should get yourself skilled with, because you become independent of yourself. You trade anytime you like, anywhere around the world. So I believe, so those people looking down on Forex traders from the beginning, they don't really believe in your dreams, but you still need to stick to what you believe on.
Hi, my name is Remy Benson. I've heard about Forex for a while now, 2015, but I started learning this year, 2021, and at the beginning of this year. So I read a book and I got a wake-up call about foreign exchange. That was when I decided to learn Forex. It took me about 5 months. I mean, this is like my 6th month, so I would say this 6th month is the profitable one for me. I use trend line, support and resistance, candlestick rejections. Yeah, basically. I trade GBP USD only, and I am on the 4-hour time frame. Basically, this is my psychological levels: 1.3900, 1.395. As just the correct price right now is 1.39295. So I round it up and get my psychology levels. Same here, 50 pips difference. So 1.39, 1.395, 1.40, 1.405. Then I shrink my chart. Then I can see a drop here, another one here. So I take my trend line, draw it up to this point. Then looking at this point from the top, there's a peak, there's another one here, there's another one. So this is respecting 1, 2, 3 peaks. That's good. So the sell for this one is done. Something else can happen in the market, so let me not say it is done. So basically 4 hour from my main trend, which is a sell right now, then 1 hour from my current trend. Yeah, current trend right now is still sell. Then 15 minutes for my entry. My psychological level, candlesticks rejection, and minus 10 pips away from my psychological level. 0.5% of my account. Jeff, you've got to be really patient. Patience, and you need to believe in yourself. So when your strategy says buy, you have to follow buy, even if you lose at the end of the day, because if you take somebody else's strategy at that point in time, when you feel like okay, this person wants to buy, and probably you look up to that person and your strategy says sell, and at the end of the day you take the buy and it goes for a sell, yeah, be very mad at yourself. So patience and believing in yourself. Market to take away from the patient ones and give them what they want. So you have to be patient. Like, I'm going to blow all my money, and like I'm not going to be profitable. I'm not going to do anything profitable with it, and I might just end up giving up. They look forward to me giving up.
My name is Henry. I'm a part-time Forex trader. I say part-time because I have a 9 to 5 job, and then I also trade Forex part-time. I heard about Forex way back in 2009, and I started trading with a live account in 2010. Yeah, 2010. It took me several years, because when I started off, I never went for any training, so I was basically trading off what I read, trade, lose accounts, read, trade, lose accounts. But in the past 2 years, I've seen some level of consistency in my trading. I trade off price action, basically. That's what I trade, off price action, and then candlestick patterns. Basically, this is what I do. My approach to trading requires a lot of patience and a lot of patience. For example, this is GBP USD. So basically, this is what I do. I would basically take my feed, yes, pull it up from this point to this point. So this is actually a buy that is followed by a sell, which breaks the market structure here. So what I expect is that when the market breaks this significant low which it has formed there, I expect that the market would retrace to 50% of this recent buy swing that gave us this sell. So once it comes there, you can see if we market that, it's almost a clean entry from this point down, and then my take profit will be somewhere here. So I would be entering from here, and then my take profit will be somewhere here. So what I would do is, at this point, I would go to my lower time frame. I'll go to my lower time frame, say 15 minutes chart, and then to look for my entries right there. So that's basically how I trade. The most important in my strategy, it actually has to do with patience. You have to be patient to wait for the markets to come to you. Mark up your levels and then wait for the market to come to you. My risk management approach is to close my trades, partially. When I hit 1-to-1, I close partially and then allow the remaining part of the trades to run. I have a couple of trading mentors. I watch a lot of Jeffrey Benson's videos, and I have several other mentors. My advice to anybody who is trying to use my strategy would simply be this: you need to train your mind to be patient with the market, and you have to approach the market not as a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time. It takes a lot of time and patience. My favorite trading quote is this: look out for what the crowd is doing and then do the opposite. They feel it's a waste of time. They feel it's capital consuming. It's a waste of time, and I shouldn't be spending my time on that.
I'm sure you guys enjoy this content as much as we love making this content for you, because it really takes a lot of energy to make this content, trust me. So one more thing I just want to remind you guys, remember the sponsors of this video, IC Market. The link is in the description box. Make sure you are subscribed with that link and fund with $200 minimum and above, and trade with your normal trading. Then the best 2 traders of the month will be nominated and will be rewarded at the end of the day. So bye for now. So if you're not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notification, comment in the comment section who you think the strategy that is the best and who you are following. All right, and see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.